Greetings, beloved human family. I am Gilles Mention. I come very briefly today to you to speak with you, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all our exchange on here, comments, messages. I wanted to wish a happy birthday to all the Capricorn, for we have this new moon coming and the sun coming into the Capricorn constellation. So it is a moon that is about achievement. For the Capricorn knows how to overcome obstacles. It knows that it has to climb the highest mountains. It's a very powerful time for new achievement, new possibility. Of course, Mercury is going retrograde, so that gives us an opportunity to slow down, to disengage with a stressful situation, to relax, to breathe, to review, maybe when Mercury is retrograde. So, but it is a gift, and that has to be achieved. We can achieve that even when Mercury is not retrograde. Another thing I wanted to say about that may be in contradiction to what every astrologer has ever said, but as far as I know, Mercury, whether it is retrograde or not, will not prevent any opportunities. If you have great opportunities for love, for business, for anything, do not pass that opportunity because Mercury is retrograde. For maybe there is Victoria that can bring a great victory that is now here now, and want to manifest something, and so do not. It is our belief that the reinforced belief that Mercury is slowing down our success process in a way, or that we cannot see clear enough to see the truth. We are not lucid enough because Mercury is retrograde. For that, in some sense, may have some value, but do not let that slow you down. If opportunity is being presented, or even though Mercury is retrograde, I would take it. Another thing that is powerful, a very powerful, there is a square communication between Saturn and Chiron, which makes it a little bit more tense between our responsibility, we know what we have to do. We have responsibilities, and Saturn is the reminder of that. So we have to follow that. Saturn is the great teacher, is the one, because all our soul plans we need to be reminded of our soul plans, because it is not conscious. We don't come in with a blueprint of our life when we incarnate. We have to discover what feels good, so that we can follow that. And the Chiron square would want to call for humility, for not to be flexible, to allow to be in the present without having to ask to make demand on life. And the more we are able to receive life with humility, the faster we can move towards what is wanted, what we want. What is very important in this situation is to not hang on to self-judgment, no matter what is wrong within us, within ourselves, within our life, or what we perceive as wrong. In order to move forward, we have to let go of those self-judgment. For there is a lot of things that keeps triggering us, pushing button within ourselves. Like if you just turn on the TV, you can, if you can see behind the words that have been spoken, there is a lot of lie and deceptions, and sometimes you feel like there is trigger. So you have to detach from the whole matrix system of the third dimension in order to allow yourself to move into joy, to move into happiness, to move into kindness, to move into compassion, generosity, self-empowerment. For as long as we succumb to fear and we allow those darker conflict dramas and programs to be part of our life, then we are not able to fully enjoy life, to fully appreciate joy, because where we put our attention and what we believe in is what will manifest, is what will become real for any temporal situation. So make sure you choose the positive over the negative, even if both of them are presented within your consciousness. Choose to breathe, choose to relax, choose to disengage with anything that is not of your highest good, and from there the new energies will come and replace it, that will be far more enjoyable. For the main focus of the 21st century is going to be it's going to change from profit to quality of life. That means quality of life, means increasing the quality of our life, but we're going to go through a lot of changes. For that's the whole century is going to be progressively coming into that. But a lot of people like myself will become a lot more involved with the human community, so that we may bring new. There is a lot of things that need to be said, new ideas, new concepts, and also many projects that will be supporting that efforts of healing and discovering new ways of leadership, administrative wisdom, worship, all kinds of new creative ways, so to speak. Also I wanted to speak briefly about Ascended Mastery. For Ascended Mastery is really difficult. We're all working towards there, but it's not like something you just do, because we've had so much conditioning and things that we need to transmute in order to achieve that. But if you are willing to go through that, the rewards are tremendous, but we have to allow ourselves to clean up all our subconscious to some violet light, blue light, the blue light of creator, or the violet light of transformation into our subconscious, and then send it to the collective subconscious as well. For everybody has to do its own work. You're not here to clean up other people's life. You want to clean up your life and support others, to assist others in doing the same thing, so we can move into a new level of collective reality. For the Ascended Mastery is based always on three things, essentially. Those three elements, the more you have one, the more you will be able to develop the other two. And if one of them is lacking, it will prevent the other two from developing. But truly, those three things are absolutely infinite in terms of potential. The first one is lucidity. Lucidity is transcendental knowledge. It is knowing yourself. It is being self-empowered, integrated, to see wisdom. For we seek the will of God, but what is the will of God? The will of God is where the joy is, where freedom is, where love is, where sharing is, where generosity is, so we do want to become lucid. And so, how do we become lucid? We invest time in meditation, in turning inside, in slowing down our mind, making silence, so that a new light can unfold, can reveal itself. For who we are seeking is ourself. We are seeking our soul, our eternal self, and that is what we will find. To be lucid is to be self-empowered. But there is always more to be discovered. The second is compassion. Compassion is discovering the word love. So love is the compassion means being good to yourself and being good to others. For the ego wants to serve only the little self, when the soul wants to serve life, to become selfless, so it can be of ever-increasing level can offer ever-increasing level of service and assistance to the collective of the planet, of the community. And so we do want to find opportunity, create opportunity, so that we can offer our service to be compassionate to others, although we do not want to offer advice unless it is asked for. Usually that's just something that is commonly known. Never offer an advice unless you are asked for it. Well, in this case I'm doing those videos, but I am called to do that, and I'm offering a lot of advice. So I hope those things will work for you, will be of help, so that you can work with them, and then increase the quality of your life, your vibration. So because as we tune in, we have to learn to keep our frequency, to be the keeper of frequency. By breathing, we can always disengage, and then we see where we are in relationship to our emotional body. And so that comes to the third aspect of that ascension process. After lucidity and compassion, we have the word courage. Courage means having the courage to perfect yourself, to address your weaknesses, to address your shadow aspect, and to correct, to bring strength into your weaknesses, to bring light into your shadow, and so to develop, to perfect your character. And the more courage we have, automatically, the more we perfect ourselves, the more pure we become. Of course, the more lucidity we receive, and the more the act of compassion becomes simple and obvious. But the more love we are, the more we will seek to become courageous in perfecting ourselves, and that shows our lucidity will grow as well. And of course, as we are lucid, we become more compassionate, and we seek to be courageous in the efforts of bringing our energy into clarity, to bring clarity into situation. For 2017 is going to be a very potent year. It's going to start a lot of things. A lot of new things will be starting this year. So the key to that is to stay patient and perseverant. For there is nothing of great value can be achieved without patience and perseverance. To stay focused on what is really wanted. Focus on your dreams. And trust that the universe has the possibility of bringing it to you, even though you do not want to be limited to whatever you believe it will. Sometimes the universe brings things to us in a way that we didn't expect, because it's got resources that we are unaware of, and so you want to be in terms of how your dreams will come about is an exercise of faith, to know that that the universe may have ways to bring you things that you are unaware, and to trust that, to have faith in that, and to persevere in whatever has meaning, whatever brings you joy. So I'm going to pull a card as an oracle for the day. It is life purpose. It is about why we came here for. It is our mission. We all came here with a mission, and so our mission is to feel joy, to feel well, to be happy, and from there to be creative, to find whatever drives our life, is to make it more, to be more comfortable within this mission of our life. So for that we have to expand our lucidity, our courage, and our compassion. But we are already on the way. We are already on track. Much has happened. It's just to keep an open mind, to receive the new codes and energy, so that we can move from breath to breath, from day to day, from moment to moment, without in the trust and knowing that whatever joy, happiness we have right at this one moment is an eternal giving, and as we learn to focus and stay focused on those things that bring us joy and happiness, we are able to know that it is an eternal principle. It is an eternal giving. That is, the life is an eternal process. And so, once we are able to liberate ourselves from all those dark shadow aspects of ourselves, then there is just joy and happiness. And then we have to climb to ever increasing octaves of love and joy and happiness. But so we have to let go of our pain. I just need to say that, for letting go of all our limited beliefs that creates this pain, so that we can be free, and then from there we go into our heart, and we receive feel called to invest our energy in a direction that makes sense to us. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day. I send you love and blessings, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.